we are back in Parasol, coming from Laredo. It's time for some fuel. It's nice. I stop at Parasol, leaving Laredo, fill up, and I can get all the way to Fort Worth, back to Laredo, and then back to Parasol. And I'm still above an eighth of a tank. These damn Freightliners have such small tanks. Such small tanks. Oh, we got a truck leaving the entrance.
Your destination is on the left.
You know, I don't know why they can't read. It strictly says truck entrance, no exit. It's just not safe. But, you know, truck drivers, they do what they want when they want. Screw everybody else. As long as it benefits them, it's good. I don't know. She's yeah. Normally she calls around 8, but last week she's been calling around 7. I guess she missed me a lot more than normal. All right, let's get back on the road. This is where I sat for 3 days with a wheel falling off the trailer. Got here on a Saturday morning at about 5:30, and I sat till Monday about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon before they finally got it fixed. That Kenworth you see right there, they actually did a wellness check on it. I guess the guy lives nearby and leaves it here, and they didn't know. The sheriff was there climbing in the window looking pretty spooky. Okay, Billy, it's all good. All right, it is official. It is sweater weather in Fort Worth. My goodness gracious, it's cold. I wonder what the temperature is. Yep, my tires, well, my tire sensor, why is my tire sensor first thing in the morning not happy? 57 degrees. My God. What in the hell is that all about?
Video mode. Recording started.
Whew. I'll tell you what. All right, just went out there and did a pre-trip, and man, there's a spider that made freaking home out of the back of my truck there at the catwalk area. There's some thick old webs all over the place. It sucked because the landing gear crank on the trailer is not the right crank, so it doesn't fit in the handle. So I had to get a bungee tie off of my catwalk area to secure that handle. I forgot to do it yesterday when I picked up this trailer, because I picked it up and parked, and I was like, okay, I got to secure the handle, and one thing leads to another. It didn't happen until I seen it again on my pre-trip this morning. But now I had to fight these spider webs. What a nightmare. Gross, man. They were thick. They were like breaking rope. Alright, it is 2:44 in the morning. I just can't get myself awake for some reason. Been leaving late. lot of times I get up at 1:30, leave by 2. Now I'm getting up at 2, 2:15, leaving by 2:30, 2:45. Sometimes 3. But today, that's right. Oh man, I should have slept in another half hour. I forgot. I don't have my next load yet, so I'm on my last load. I'm on my last load for the trip here, and leaving early, getting there early isn't going to matter because I won't have a load. So if I leave a little later, get there later, I can ask for a load on the way to Laredo, and hopefully get one before I get there. But meanwhile, I gotta do last couple weeks I noticed, there was some loads sitting in my let's see, that's this one. Is that this trailer? Yeah. Sitting in my pending loads on my pay statement. So I'm like, what's that all about? I'm like, what that's all about? So I went and looked them up, and there was 2 loads that I forgot to submit. Damn, like a rookie. So hopefully I can make a good week out of this week, plus get those loads. Hell, it'll be awesome. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how'd those loads slip by without you noticing? One of them didn't get in my book of, I'm talking to my phone, didn't get into my book of loads here. I write down every load I do. That way at the end of the week I can go over and do it. So that's how one of them didn't get in. And that's where it made one of those weeks a couple weeks ago not a good week. The next one was just a load that I guess I didn't get it marked down in there, which is weird. That really disturbed me. But see, that's the nice thing, is they have the loads go into a pending area. As long as you turned in well, no, not even if you turned in a slip, because I didn't turn a slip in for either of those. That's why I didn't get paid. As long as they were dispatched to you. So I was able to go into my email, type in the load number, and it brought up when they dispatched it, and I was able to get the information so I can find out what rate con it was and get paid on it. I gotta order a new sensor today for that tire. I was hoping it was gonna fix itself because it started working, but hey, you know how it goes when nothing fixes itself. Well, we're at the Quick Trip, and disgustingly enough, right at the entrance there's a bag of trash with a piss bottle hanging out of it right in the entrance of the Quick Trip. So you know what that means. It won't be long before everyone's kicked out of here, because this Quick Trip ain't even a truck stop. It's what they call a pull-through stop. You can pull through and get fuel, but that's it. They're allowing people to park here. They're allowing people to park here as a courtesy, but they've put signs up so when they decide they can kick everybody out and have them towed or booted, they will. So these guys that are throwing trash out are not doing nothing but hurting themselves. Billy, you're not going out. You just went out, buddy. Quick Trip, baby. It's the cheapest place to get DEF. What is it today? $3.79.9, so $3.80 a gallon compared to the truck stops. Now I know if you work for Prime, you get that big ass discount, but I don't work for Prime, so. There's the spider webs I'm telling you about. Look at the size of that monster web. Look how thick it is. Jeez. Man. Can you hear that air leak? I heard that air leak. When I opened my door just now to get out. Man, I thought that was my truck leaking. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But they blew a line on the air compressor over here. So our morning routine was running into Quick Trip. Usually we get DEF about every 2 days. Running into Quick Trip, getting a cup of coffee. Now I will pull my earbud out, which I bought this earbud. Oh, am I sitting in the dark? I bought this earbud. I don't know what brand it was. It was like 35 bucks. Model G7. It was like 35 bucks. It's just a little air booger thing. But I bought it for doing the reaction videos because it works, you know, this way. I don't have the headset. I also had to buy a new headset because my last one broke at the same time. That's what made me get it. I wear this one all the time. This thing is so comfortable and it works good. It was 35 bucks. That one's $179. And this new model blue Tiger hurts my damn head. It fits so tight on my head, it hurts my head. So needless to say, until this little booger takes a dump, that's what I'll be using. All right, you guys want to see a little drive action? Here, let's go. Why is this coming loose? Okay, I don't know if that's pointing in the right direction, but hopefully. Let's get on the road. It is now 3 o'clock in the morning. By the time we got fuel and everything. Oh, Trace had a pickup truck pull out of this parking lot right here while he was driving by and drove right into the side of his trailer. You know, that was a non-preventable, no CSA points. And then yesterday, he had, up in Oklahoma, he had a guy do the same thing in another pickup truck. Pulled out of the driveway, leaving a truck stop while he was driving by. He was in the left lane, and the guy drove right out into the side of his tractor sleeper. The guy really damaged his truck and had to get towed. So that gave, you know, it was another non-preventable, but that one gave him CSA points. I think he said it gave him 3 CSA points. What kind of BS is that you get hit, and because if somebody gets hurt or towed or anything, I guess, that causes them to run your DOT numbers, you end up with CSA points, whether it's your fault or not. To me, that is not cool. But I'm not the FMCSA, so I guess it don't matter what I think. That's a funky entrance there. During the day, it's a little tough because you got people getting off right there. You got to go over the lane to get on. All right. Truck's running good. Trailer checked out good this morning. We'll start off at our 55 miles an hour because the road construction coming up right here. And as you can see, that car's probably doing 70. The speed limit's normally 65, but you'll see we hit road construction right here. Yeah, it's middle of the morning, so there's no one working, no traffic, so it's probably safe to speed, but I already got one speeding warning on my record. I don't need any more. You can only get 3 of them and then cancel your contract. So I abide by the speed limit sign. If I'm going to push the speed limit, it might be by 1 life choices you made that got you into this truck. I mean, I shouldn't complain too much. He makes some decent money. I mean, not good money, but you're making better money than working at AutoZone or McDonald's. You probably live a better quality of life working at AutoZone or McDonald's. But this is what I chose. This is what I'm doing. Hopefully it's not forever. You know, I sit and talk about, I'm going to get out of the truck in a couple of years, yada, yada, yada. But, you know, can I afford to do that? All right. We're still in Fort Worth, for you folks keeping track. That's weird. My GPS must not know I'm off the freeway, because normally she screams.
Speed warning.
There you go.
Keep left onto I-20 toward US 377 North.
Now she just 377. Where the hell are you going? 377 North. You want to go south, buddy? Where the hell is this GPS trying to take me? Oh. Okay, it's trying to get me back on the 20 there because I don't have a waypoint in. I don't have collision warning. What are we gonna hit? The freaking error? I don't have a waypoint in, so it
speed limit reduced ahead.
So it's not happy to go this way. I don't know why it's not happy to go this way, because this way is actually less miles. Technically it takes
speed
longer,
limit reduced ahead,
according to all the GPSs. But I'm thinking with the traffic and stuff you hit on the 35, even at this time in the morning, you end up hitting traffic and all.
Turn left onto Mercedes Street.
We'll hit traffic in San Antonio because I left it about an hour later than I normally do. Speed warning. We're not on that side street, buddy. This light right here, weirdest thing. No matter what, it catches you when you're coming over. Once you come up over that hill, it'll be green, and as you get closer to it, it changes red. Whether there's anybody else on the road or not, it's the goofiest thing I've ever seen in the world. But here we come. We're coming back into town here. The speed limit slowed back down. This is real trucking. This is what you do. It's not all freeways. It's not all open highways. Sometimes you got to go through towns. I'll try to get you some of the towns that we go through. As it gets light out, it's too hard to film, especially in the like these. It's lit up on the side of the road, so you can kind of see what's going on. But a lot of the towns I go through, if it's dark out, the towns are dark. The buildings are all dark, so you couldn't see. No, you can't even see them. As a matter of fact, there's a sandwich place I like to stop at. They got some good sandwiches, some good taffy, and if you want to get like See's Candy type chocolate, they got that there. But I'll tell you what, when I'm heading to Laredo, I couldn't tell you where it's at. You drive, I mean, I see the sign for it saying it's coming up, but when you drive by, it's a big building. It's so dark you can't even see it. It's you know, it's got a big parking lot, so it's set back off the highway. You can't even see the building. They don't have any lights on it at all. I'll have to get one of those sandwiches and show you guys that delicious sandwich they made. This is it. This is what we do on the daily. This is what we do on the daily. waiting around, I'd probably get one. But when I told them I couldn't get one, this was the weekend, guys. So maybe they don't know. He was telling me he wanted me to go ahead and bobtail to freaking Georgia. And he said I could either get a empty out of there if they've got them. If not, probably get a load out of there. I'm like, bro, what? You do realize I'm in Fort Worth, right? You want me to bobtail, 700 miles? Oh man, it was funny because I was like, well, it'd be quicker for me to just bobtail to Laredo. But he really quickly said, you can bobtail to Laredo, but we ain't gonna pay you for it. I was like, no, I ain't doing that then. I'll sit my happy ass right here. And wait for a trailer. Yesterday when I got there, I kind of felt bad.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
When I went in there, I was giving her my paperwork, and I'm like, hey, do you got any empties? She's like, oh, you're lucky. I go, well, what's that? She goes, there's one that just cleared to be pulled out of a door. She goes, I'll have to pull it out of a door and bring it up front for you. So by the time you drop your trailer, it'll be ready for you. I was like, okay, cool. So she wrote down the trailer number on the back of my bill of lading, so I remember it because I couldn't remember it. I went, as I'm dropping the load or backing in, another Landstar truck starts backing up to my trailer. I'm like, whoa. So I jump out, run over to him and say, no, bro, they assigned me this trailer. And he was kind of irritated with that. It's not first come, first served, but she did assign that trailer to me. And if he tries to leave with it, she's probably going to tell him, no, back it back in. That's I already gave that trailer to somebody. Because sometimes they'll do that. Sometimes they'll assign you a trailer. And I was happy to see after he made a couple rounds around the lot and found nothing, he went up to the front office and another trailer cleared a door. And he actually got out of there before me. I don't know why.
2 miles, exit right, onto Texas 144 towards Glen Rose.
I just hooked up to my trailer, or backed under it, while he was backing under his trailer. And I was kicking the tires and hoping it wasn't going to light on fire when he was pulling out. Maybe he was just so aggravated about getting it empty, he didn't do the old Landstar light check and all that good stuff. But first thing I do with every trailer is I plug in the electrical cord and see if the Landstar light's on. Because if it is, you're either going to have to get it fixed there or find another trailer. I didn't see any of the repair trucks running around. I wonder if they only come and work there on certain days. I'm going to have to ask them that. Because sometimes I see them running, a bunch of them running around. Sometimes I don't see any. There's a bunch of red tag trailers there. That's the other thing I wanted to ask them is all these red tag trailers. That's a freaking tongue twister. All these red tag trailers, why aren't they being fixed? Are they, waiting for parts or what? I know one of them that was red tagged over there just had a bad mud flap, she said, because I was like, well, let me walk up and down your fence line. I can find a mud flap. And put it on. I never understood these guys who rip their mud flaps off and then go and buy a new one. You can either be ghetto and turn it upside down and punch new holes in it, or you can just move it over a couple inches.
In half a mile, exit right, onto Texas 144 towards Glen Rose.
If you've got a pinch mud flap holder like mine, you can literally just slide the tear holes right back up to the bolts, tighten them down real good, and she's good to go. I've never done it on my truck, but I've put mud flaps back on trailers that way where they're ripped off from backing into a curb. You know, usually I'll pick up a trailer and it's missing a mud flap. I'll just go.
Take the first exit on the right onto Texas 144 toward Glen Rose. Speed limit reduced ahead. Turn at the first left onto Texas 144 toward Glen Rose.
Just quiet down. All right, we are sitting in Laredo at, let's see, Restaurante, what's it called? Barbacoa. Oh, El Ranchito. It's a little Mexican market where I picked up some cheese and some chicharrones. It's that place right there. It's a little butcher shop and so on and so forth. Oops, I got this guy blocking me here. Let's go around him. But we're gonna head back to the yard here if possible. We can get out. So impatient. You know, people get all excited when they see a semi truck in a parking lot like that, like, you know, when you're not supposed to be. It's like, you know what, it's just like I'm driving a big pickup truck. I have every right to be able to eat too. But this is like some crazy Laredo traffic over here. I went ahead and picked up my load out of the yard. Actually, what I do is I check and make sure the trailer's good and everything, put my lock on it, do my paperwork, and then I will pick it up tonight when I'm ready to leave after a 10-hour break. Yeah, then I'll get to head on down to Fort Worth. Now, hey, Fort Worth this morning was 58 degrees, and Grove, Texas, when I drove through there was, God, what was it? It was like it was 43, I think it was. Can I make a U-turn here? I believe so. I don't see no U-turn sign. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, this light has got me. It won't change. What the heck? There we go, finally. Excuse me, I didn't just turn around with the trailer attached. You know, you never want to say U-turn. But I just figured some of you guys who've never been down here, you can get an idea of what Laredo. This is the main drag. This is more on the housing side. Once we get on the other side of the freeway, that's the trucking side, and you'll start seeing truck stops and all the industry and whatnot over here. I knew that light was going to get me. Hey man, it's real trucking, real talk. Now, if you guys just heard a bunch of nonsense while we were sitting at that light, as you heard, I was planning on editing all that out, but if I forgot to, welcome to my crazy world. Okay, right on the other side of Loop 20 here is trucking. Calm down, Sam. Light, but as you can see, all these trucks driving by. This is the trucking area. Now this area, this right here, you got to watch out, because coming like I'm doing right now, you have semis come off of that yield sign and run right into you. There's some crazy drivers out here. I don't even like taking Mines Road. As a matter of fact, I'll only take this road usually if I'm leaving in the middle of the night and there's no traffic on it, because it just, see how packed and crowded it is? I'm so afraid someone's going to run into me and cause a headache. Obviously, I had to take it because I went and got some chicharrones. But, you know, what are you going to do? I am. I just had somebody tell me I sound white when I say chicharrones. Well, I am white. I mean, what am I supposed to sound like? Yeah, I'm not going to repeat what you said. Chicharrones, man, chicharrones. But I take the 255, which is the old toll road. It's no longer a toll road. I guess it hasn't been a toll road since 2017. And when I used to work at Prime, I used to take Mines Road because I didn't want to pay the $9 for that toll road. And I noticed my GPS quit telling me it was a toll road. So I looked it up, and yeah, it hasn't been a toll road since 2017. I started trucking in 2018, so all that time I worked for Prime, and when Prime had their yard back off way up here, I used to take this miserable packed route because I didn't want to pay for a toll. Oh, go ahead, buddy. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I didn't see your blinker, man. Sorry. There you go. I didn't see his blinker. That's the other thing about trucks. You see those two little lights on the back frame when you're bobtail? They need to have lights on the back of the cab also, because I totally did not see that guy's turn signal until I was passing. I noticed one on his door blinking. You know, and the guy needed to get over because the lane's ending, and I'm like gonna run him off the road because I don't see what's going on. They need to put bigger lights on the back of these trucks, or you know, on the cab so you can see it, not on the little frame back here. They expect you to see it. That's a Mexico truck right there. You can tell by the license plate. So is this one on the left of me here. So is that one up front over there too. Yeah. Lots of trucks out of Mexico in Laredo. The peanut gallery in my ear. I got the peanut gallery in my ear. I got the 579 on the phone, and he seems to think that I need a education on why there's Mexican trucks on the over here. But he does it with flair and pizzazz. I swear the guy's got Tourette's. I'm about 99% sure he's got Tourette's. If you guys seen him in that last video I did, you can see every other word out of his mouth was a swear word. And I don't even think he knows he's doing it. I think he's just got Tourette's. Because I'll be on the phone with him, we'll be quiet, and he'll be driving, all of a sudden he'll just start swearing for no reason. And I know that people with Tourette's have that issue. $500 sign-on bonus. What kind of cheap-ass sign-on bonus is that? Oh, I like that freaking Blazer right there. For sale. I'm not buying it. I don't need another car. I got three. I'm a truck driver and I got 3 cars at home. How many cars do I need? How many times do I have to hear myself, man? You're clean. Oh, garbage. No, that would be video for when I'm at home doing a live, so I can go out and show it to them. Slur, trip over my own feet. You know, I don't have my GPS on. I'm gonna pass this freaking yard. Where am I at? Yeah, exactly. No, I don't think so. No, I think the left is the next exit. Yeah, I didn't put my GPS set to the Pedro and Parasol this morning to get a shower. I drove right by it. That's why I always set my GPS, man, because it's out of sight, out of mind, or out of freaking off the GPS, out of mind. Did I pass it? This don't look familiar. Are you freaking kidding me? This does not look familiar. Where's all the buildings at? Now that was the right lane ending. Where in the hell? No, I would have seen, come on, I would have seen the new Road Ranger being built and all that crap. I couldn't have passed it. Where's the Loves at? If the Loves ain't around this corner, then I've passed it. Okay, there's trucking up. There's the Loves. Okay, here we go. Woo! I thought I passed it. I thought I done passed it. You know, that's called old man brain right there. I did not recognize that area back there where it was just blank and there's no buildings or anything. Like it is once you pass the yard, it's just blank. And yeah, but I take the back road, or I'm not, you know, I'm worried about trucks hitting me. So I'm watching other trucks, not sightseeing. Here we go, we just left the yard. This is Laredo at night. You'll see the difference. Now I don't usually go
first right onto FM 1472
at night because there's no traffic. Yeah, there's some lights that catch you, but I'd rather not get broke down or flat tires or anything on that scary ass, dark, desolate road in the middle of the night when there's no one going by. Take Mines Road to the 69 to the 35, head north. But watch the difference here. One, you'll notice how much slower my truck is because it's loaded. Although this ain't a very heavy truck, it's about 30,000 pounds. I mean, it's heavy, but it's not like the prime loads of 44,000, 42,000, 40,000. You got all your Loves overflow guys sleeping right there, which actually puts them off the highway enough that it makes it not a bad deal. They're not in your way to worry about somebody stumbling out of the truck. But I always tend to drive a lot slower on this than the speed limit is, although I'll probably drive faster and get a speed warning because I said that. But I don't know why, it just, I guess because it's dark and narrow and whatnot. I don't know.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
This is it. This is Laredo at night. It's desolate. There ain't nobody around at night. Which is nice. 45-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm doing 50. Let's get some speed up. There we go. There's a couple guys sleeping in the dirt over there. This is the part where I thought didn't recognize. I recognized it at night, but yeah, I didn't recognize it yesterday for nothing. I was like, where the heck am I? I think that was just a skid mark. I thought there was an animal on the road. Thought there was them. Like, what the hell is that?
In 2 miles, exit left onto I-69 toward Laredo.
These lights will get you, gotta be careful with them. They'll just change on you.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
There's the stripes Melissa and I would stay at all the time with EOS when we were picking up auto parts. This road is so rutted and just goofy. It's like you're driving on rails that take you where it wants to take you. We got another sleeper on the side of the road. That's the one thing about Laredo. There's tons of parking, you know, on the streets and whatnot. You can go down any one of these side streets, and there's tons of parking. Now, would you want to go down one of these scary-ass dark side streets and park is the other question.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Getting back into town here. I love Laredo, but I'll tell you what, I really love it at night. When you can get through town. I haven't encountered one truck on my side. There's been some cars and trucks on the other side. I don't know where they're going, but I haven't hit anything on this side.
In half a mile, exit left onto I-69 toward Laredo.
Oh man, I should have went and got my truck washed. I guess tomorrow.
Take the first exit on the left onto I-69 toward Laredo.
This is the on-ramp that loaded trucks struggle to get up and over. Especially when there's a lot of traffic during the day and you hit it coming on slow. It's a pretty good climb. So is the one getting on.
In half a mile, enter highway onto I-69.
77 degrees in Laredo. Normally it's still in the high 80s, 90s in the summertime at night or early morning. Temperature's cooling down. We'll see how cold it is, and well, we won't be getting to Fort Worth till about noon, so it should be warmed up by then.
Enter highway onto I-69.
Here's the 35 entrance. We'll see if this guy's loaded heavy or not.
Speed limit reduced ahead. Keep right onto I-35 towards San Antonio.
During the day, its traffic is backed up for, I mean, sometimes half mile, sometimes a mile. It's another reason why I like coming through here at night. Usually there's no one else going through here. Now this guy came to a stop right here because of this hole in the ground. I always just go around it. Because all the other lanes are closed, so it's not like they're lined up in traffic. If it was during the day, you'd have to go through it. I don't know what this guy's doing. The guy behind me is flickering his lights at him for some reason. He's in the far right lane, which is the bus lane. Is that a bus back there, maybe? Boy, he's taking it slow. There's the guy and his dog. How you doing? Yep. Have a good one. As you can see, it's no big deal. They ask you if you're a U.S. citizen, and usually they'll ask if there's anybody else in the truck with you, and then I'll tell them, yeah, Billy's with me. My goodness, this guy is really taking it slow through here. I mean, it's not a bad thing, it's just funny, because usually people go through here quicker than this. Matter of fact, the truck behind me, I guess, is so impatient, he cut all across lanes and went around to the right there. Which I kind of can't blame him. Which I'm glad he did, because he's one of these guys that he wanted to ride next to me and just freaking pace me. So I changed my speed a little bit, and then he would just pace me some more. I had to kick it up 4 miles an hour to get away from him. Or I could have slowed down, I guess, but I bet if I slowed down, he'd have slowed down. I was hoping his truck was governed at 70, which it looks like it was. All right, that is the Texas inspection station. Now let's see if this guy's just a slow driver. Yeah, we're gonna have to go around. No cars back there. Somebody was dropping some oil or something over here, boy. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the bell. Hey, it don't cost you nothing. Trucking with David H on Facebook. Oh yeah, and we're going dark. Get them lights turned back on. Alright, we just got some fuel over here at the Petro. Getting our water situation straightened out here. Still drinking our coffee though, because it's dark 30. Where's my phone? Sitting on my phone. Alright, so we're going to get back on the road. I will see you in the morning.